Today we're making the caramel popcorn from Target. You can see it before you even open it. We have a red bowl. That's cute. It's a little bit see-through to help with curing, and shallow so it's not so deep. Then we also have kettle corn and the monster mix. So that has peanuts, chocolate chips, M&Ms, that kind of stuff in it. I've made several of the caramel popcorn type stuff in the past, unicorn. The only thing I don't like is you do kind of have to toss it or mix it to make it look good. I guess you could drizzle it, but I don't know. Ooh. Caramel apple dip. That's a cute container. Then of course we have the instructions and the Bullseye stickers. They're the same ones that come with all of them. I'm gonna go get something disposable so I can mix this stuff and then dump it in there. Here's the recipe card and what it's gonna look like when it's done. And you see they just drizzled a little bit of the caramel, but you can tell like there's none touching the M&Ms, so that would just fall out. So that's why I'm gonna lightly toss mine. They just show you kind of mixing it all together. So I have a medicine cup. I have a million of these. So once I'm done with it, I'll clean it out and recycle it. But that's what we will use to mix our popcorn together. So let's open this. Looks like they gave us a lot of popcorn. In the past, I've used it all. I will kind of measure it. I'll dump it all in here to see what it's going to look like. I think that would be fine because you could just mound it up if it's too much. I think that would look good. So let's cut this open. Dump it in there. I might save a couple. I sometimes do that and then purposefully place it on top. We'll see how that works. And let's open our caramel. Ooh, yes, it definitely looks, I always want to, my first instinct is to smell it because it looks real, but don't do that. Probably shouldn't be huffing resin. Okay, let's see how liquidy this is. Doesn't that look just like caramel? They do such a good job with the colors and what the textures look like. I also appreciate that so far, none of the resin has really smelled. Sometimes they will give a stronger odor. Haven't noticed that with this series so far. And I've done 8 of them, I think. I almost have the full series just from the first order that I put in, which is awesome. Now this caramel, once mixed together, looks very light, so I'm just gonna mix just a little bit more. That way everything's touching. You want it to kind of clump together. Then I will drizzle more on top once I put it in the bowl. It's enough on there that they will stick together. Should be at least. Let's move all this. Let's dump it in here, then we'll add more on the top so that it looks cute. How cool. I could have mixed some of the candy in at that point, but I'm just gonna sprinkle it on top. That's the look I'm going for. I want some of it heaping up. 2 more pieces in here. No popcorn left behind. Let's get those. I think that looks pretty good. Now let's drizzle some on top. If it'll drizzle nicely. Might just take a moment. There we go. Some nice thicker parts where you can really tell it's caramel apple. A little bit more. And of course, I still have those other pieces I set off to the side. Let me see what that looks like if we put them on top. Yeah, I guess I really shouldn't have done that. So I'm just going to go ahead and place those on there now. I definitely like the way it looks when it's all blended in. I'll just throw those in there and then make sure I add extra resin to those areas so that everything sticks together. So this will probably take a moment. Honestly, you probably could use all this resin too. They didn't give you too much. But so far, I like the look. Definitely looks like caramel popcorn. Very realistic. We are ready for our monster mixture. I'm gonna put some into my hand and then just kind of sprinkle it over top. We'll see how well that works. I'm about to say, where's all the colors? There's not too many M&Ms in that first handful I picked up. So now that I have some sprinkled, I'm gonna go around and place those where I want them. I just dropped some on the ground. Okay, I want some more color, so I'm gonna take some of the M&Ms. Not that the chocolate chip pieces aren't cool, but I like the pop of color. Here's an up-close view of the variety. There's some chocolate chips, M&Ms, these different peanut colors and shapes and sizes. And then there's some chips that have like a butterscotch look to them. I think I have mine placed pretty well. And I gently tapped them in. So let's cure it and I'll be back to show you a closer view. Here's the final look. I think this is pretty cute. I give this one, 8.5 or 9 out of 10. I wasn't very excited to do this, but I think it turned out really cute. Next though, I will be doing the cupcakes, and I'm not very excited to do those, but stay tuned if you want to see me build them. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.